Hey, how are you? I'm SliceofOtaku, and you might be noticing something new right now, but with this video I want to hone in on what I believe to be a new era of Beach City on the horizon. Now, this is something that I've wanted to discuss with you all for quite some time now, but there was just so much to be said that I wasn't sure how to address anything without going on a tangent about something else entirely. So I've just decided to compile it all into one video, and if there's anything I feel needs further evaluation in the future, we'll get to it eventually. But for the most part, all of these ideas stem from a single concept, that the episode Dewey Wins is monumental. Now, I firmly believe that in the grand scheme of things, what most people were majorly interested in with this episode being the separation of Steven and Connie isn't nearly as important as the outcome of the election that took place. And although there is a stigma against townie episodes, as they're commonly referred to as filler content, what occurred here will cause a permanent change to the Steven Universe world as we know it. Now, what we saw with Dewey Wins has actually been accumulating for quite some time now. The citizens of Beach City were fed up with both Dewey's passivity and incompetence, and as a result, they yearned for a change, and I believe the best example of this may be found with the Season 1 episode, Political Power. Now, first and foremost, there are two things to be noted here. First, that this is a Dewey-centric episode, and secondly, that this is the second instance in which Nana Fua actually speaks, because she can be seen in plenty of episodes, but when it comes to actually speaking, it's quite a rarity. In fact, Dewey Wins, a Season 5 episode, is the first instance in which Nana Fua has spoken since Sadie's song all the way back in Season 2. She is so low-key that, if I'm being honest with you, I didn't really know or recognize her name until Dewey Wins. And up until then, I had always referred to her as Grandma Pizza or something. But going back to Political Power, the citizens of Beach City became restless without access to electricity and began to confront their mayor at the time, Dewey, for deceiving them about the situation. And if you pay attention, Nana Fua somewhat serves to lead the aggression of the people. She is the character with the most talking points against his antics, managing to dismiss each of his statements and add to the mounting tension of the situation, even managing to command her fellow citizens to tip over Dewey's political vehicle with him inside, which, disregarding what I'm pretty sure is a federal offense, is a display of her command and the authority she possesses. The people of Beach City decided they wanted a change, and in order to properly usher in change visible to us as the audience, they will undoubtedly have to alter their approach towards the unknown, that which has been the cause of so many of their pressing issues, things related to Gemkind. And this tension, the pressure induced by Gemkind, has never been more substantial and pressing for these people. They, for the most part, know the crystal gems to be relatively good beings that handle the issues that come along with their existence, which, despite them being aliens, isn't all that foreign considering humans come with their own baggage, and it's just that the scale is a bit different. But with the end of Season 4, they, for the very first time, came face to face with gems emanating malice, gems that desired to bring them harm, that abducted one of their own. Now, arguably that's not really true because Jasper, Lapis, and Peridot had already done all of this, but with that, the humans were distanced from these issues. They evacuated, yes, but with Aquamarine and Topaz, they were forced to come face to face with their aggressors and even face the prospect of their own deaths, which, needless to say, will alter one's perspective rather quickly. And it's these very same pressing issues that have provided Nana Fua a platform, and immediately I recognized that the contents of her political speech and her intentions for Beach City's future very much mirror what we currently know of Homeworld, as well as what we have come to speculate about the unnamed supreme being associated with it, whom we commonly refer to as White Diamond. Nana Foix very much projects the ideology that the collective is far more important than the individual, that the citizens of Beach City all have a responsibility to one another as a unit. Which definitely sounds great. I mean, it's exactly what got her elected in the first place, but can easily be made to be a dangerous stance which disregards individual issues in favor of the majority. Now, I'm not saying that Nana Foix will certainly go down this path, but my point is that it is a possibility. Something that I think could serve to be a rather interesting conflict for Steven to face. Let's say Nana Foix takes a hard stance when it comes to a particular gem associated issue. Would Steven's discomfort hold weight in contention with a unified public opinion? And with that, I think that the separation between Steven's two worlds, that of gem and human, will draw closer than ever before. Connie, for instance, has proven to us that humans are in fact capable of inserting themselves into gem-related occurrences. And to reiterate once more, I don't want you thinking that Nana Foix's newfound power inherently places her in contention with the prerogative of the crystal gems, as it could very much be the opposite as well. I mean, this could very much be what leads the citizens of Beach City to being more proactive and desiring to aid the crystal gems in their efforts, which could be a case of history repeating itself, as Rose's armory contains both an assortment of weapons and armors reflective of various points in human history. And with the return, Greg informs Steven that both gems and humans died during the Gem War, and who's to say that some of these humans didn't fight alongside the crystal gems? If anything, we could end up with a bit of both, a scenario in which Steven will need to settle unrest between the two groups, solidifying a unified front in the end. But now, when exactly do I expect us to begin noticing changes within Beach City? Well, right now, I'm very much thinking about Lars and the off-colors. Lars has changed quite a bit since his departure from the planet, although with Lars of the Stars, it seems he hasn't changed as much as a lot of us would have liked, but I digress. Beach City has already changed since he has been gone, but just how different will it be when he gets back, and how will the off-colors be viewed? Now, if Lapis returns to Earth before Lars and the off-colors, I suppose this prospect could be avoided if the barn comes back, but of course, the barn is the last thing we want to see make a return. I don't want Pat Paracha to even step foot in that thing, and I hope it gets a kiss from an asteroid while it's up there. But yeah, I feel like the off-colors are taking this long to come back to Earth for a reason. That in terms of the narrative, Steven and Connie went back home via Lars's hair purposefully. That the crew is laying the groundwork before introducing the off-colors to the planet. And I really think that a shift in rhetoric will have the potential to shake up the whole townie dynamic and possibly provide a newfound interest for many viewers who, for the most part, don't really care for them. But what do you think? If you were in Nana Foix's position, what direction would you want to lead Beach City in, and how? Let me know down below, along with the inevitable comments about my updated avatar, which I hope you like, by the way. Thank you all so much for watching, and have an awesome day. I love you.